I don't know if y'all can see this or not. This is KendyK coming to you live from Eugene, Oregon, the site of the 2025 NCAA Track and Field Championships. Outdoor track and field, y'all. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. I'm at Hayward Field in the heart of Eugene, Oregon. In fact, in the middle of the campus of the University of Oregon. Go Ducks. Side of the NCAA D1, that's Division I Track and Field Championships. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. Welcome to the live. It's KendyK all day. One thing about it, KendyK is going to bring you that news in these streets. KendyK is going to bring you this live preview in these YouTube streets. If you've never been to Hayward Field on the campus of the University of Oregon, well, there she is in all her splendor. The teams are already here because one thing about it, you got to get acclimated to this elevation and these temps. Y'all, I just got out the car and it said 100 degrees Fahrenheit outside. The forecast was for 91. And it feels like that. My breathing is labored. Y'all, welcome in, friends. Coffee, no cream. Hey. Hey, y'all. Hey. This is the world famous Hayward Field, site of the NCAA D1 Track and Field Championships. Just bringing you a live preview. Y'all don't mind that, do y'all? Y'all don't mind that, do y'all? Hey, coffee with no cream, see you. Yeah, Phil Knight went to the University of Oregon. This is Eugene, Oregon, and the University of Oregon. But Eugene, Oregon is known as Tracktown, USA. So I believe we're in quarter. The teams are here. They're acclimating themselves through the facilities. And what you see above ground, they have just that much field underground that you cannot see, including a barbershop. Welcome in, friends. This is KendyK all day. I'm watching carefully and closely because they got this area right in front. They have it no parking zone. That makes a lot of sense. This is the world famous Hayward field. Another beautiful facility provided in large part by Phil and Penny Knight of the Nike Corporation. There it is, right there in wood, just like they do it in Oregon, Nike. Right there, y'all. Before I let go. Y'all got KendyK out in these streets sweating. Students are checking out of their dorms on campus. Across the street from Hayward Field is the law school. Welcome in, friends. What up, Jeffrey? Thank y'all for the hearts. I appreciate it. Y'all, KendyK got her sun hat on. And it is hot as a firecracker out here. Thing about it, in Oregon, there's far less humidity, nearly no humidity. So it does take some getting acclimated to. I just got back to the Pacific Northwest from the South, so I thought I would bring y'all for a preview to the NCAA D1 Track and Field Championships. This is KendyK all day. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all helping me to push through because it is hot out here. How these young athletes do it, I would never know. But this is a beautiful facility. I hope I'm gonna run in and try to get some footage if I can. Oh, this door's locked. I don't know, can y'all see the athletes on the field? This is a beautiful facility, top notch. One of the best in the U.S. I think it was completed in 2000. They finished it during, uh-oh. They playing that boots on the ground, y'all hear it? They're playing boots on the ground for the athletes. I'm gonna try to move back further so that y'all can get some of the views of this stadium. The stadium is stellar. One of the best I've ever seen. They got a nice sound system pumping out the music for the young people. Best of luck to all the athletes. Giving you a preview of the 2025 NCAA Track and Field Championships. I'm live on location in Eugene, Oregon. Live and on location in Eugene, Oregon. What up, Brian? Brian, this is the side of the NCAA Division I Track and Field Championships. I'm live on location, University of Oregon, Eugene, Oregon. At the infamous Hayward Field. They're moving in equipment. And the young people, the track and field athletes. There's a bus full of athletes right there. Hey, y'all, hey. Hey, y'all, hey. They're busing them in from the UO football stadium. So they're suggesting you park at the football stadium if you are planning to attend the events in person. And I suggest you do. Because as we know, these are the best and the brightest athletes from all over the country, from our D1 schools. So I highly suggest, if you are able to get to Eugene this week. So the semifinals begin on the 11th. So today's the 9th, so they begin on Wednesday. If you can, get down here and enjoy seeing these young people at their very best. In their sports. Y'all, it is hot out here. So this is one of the locations that the athletes can warm up, get acclimated. They also use some of the area high schools. This is known as Tracktown, USA. Eugene, Oregon is. Welcome in, Brian. Welcome in, Jeffrey. Coffee, no cream. It's a beautiful campus. It really is. And I don't know if you can see his profile, but that's Mr. Hayward right there. That's who the stadium is named after, Hayward Field. There's the late, great Mr. Hayward right there. I usually try to get down here a couple times a year to watch the athletes. It's amazing, y'all, because then you'll see them next in the Olympics. Some of these athletes. Yeah. I've got water in the car. Yeah, they're bringing the athletes in now. Here's one of their shuttles. Shuttles are running every 5 minutes for loading and unloading. I'm going to get pulled down and give you a different vantage point. I was just being a woman of my word. I told y'all I was going to get on that field, but the doesn't open up to the public until the quarterfinals. Or is it semifinals? I just looked at the schedule. Y'all, pardon me if I misspeak. It's hot out there. It's just definitely hot out there. My car is showing that the outside temperature today in Eugene, Oregon is 99. We are at Hayward Field, y'all, site of the NCAA Division I Track and Field Championships for 2025. These championships here through 2028 because this is a world-class facility. Y'all, welcome to Eugene. Welcome to all the athletes, to their coaching staff, their support staff. I just made it back to the Pacific Northwest, and the planes I were on were full of athletes. Shout out to Mississippi State. Bringing y'all a preview. The World Games were here. Oh my God, y'all, that was... I had never been to the Olympics and still have never been to the Olympics, but it's on my bucket list because I attended the World Games here in Eugene, Oregon at this very Hayward field. Of course, we've got students just being students. Truth be told, students just got out of school for spring. Most of the rest of the country, as far as colleges and university, they usually end in May, with commencements in May. Commencements on the West Coast, at least in Oregon and Washington, I know for sure, are held in June. Rain or shine. Rain or shine. Well, Brian, come on, Brian. What do you think? Brian, am I giving y'all some good images of Hayward Field, site of the NCAA Division I Track and Field Championships for 2025. KendyK is bringing you live coverage. However, I must admit, y'all, I'm in the car because it's hot out there. I'll go out and again in a second. I'm also trying not to get a ticket because I clearly am parked in a no parking zone. But KendyK is trying to bring the people these views. All right? So, with that in mind, can you hit that like button for me? Can y'all hit that like button for me? Go ahead. Go ahead. What's holding you back? Thank you, Coffee No Cream. Thank you. Thank you, my sister. I appreciate you. What up, Rooted? So I am scheduled to, remember I drove down to Eugene this morning from Portland. And here comes some athletes, y'all. So these athletes are having to acclimate their bodies and their lungs to the elevation here in Oregon. So here are some athletes. I just saw the Navy. Is that Clemson that wears purple and orange? Is that Clemson? I just saw the Navy. They were running their athletes. Here's an athlete from Rutgers University. Now, typically what they do, y'all, they typically move the students out of their dorm and then do a quick clean and move these athletes in. For the week. So they kind of create something akin to, similar to what they would do at a Olympic Village when athletes are competing in the Olympics. They create that atmosphere on the UO campus. I am here on the Eugene campus. Live. KendyK is live in Eugene, Oregon. Hey there, Rooted. This is KendyK. All day. This is Hayward Field. I'm giving you a preview today because the semifinals, which are public, they do not begin until Wednesday. Yeah, they were playing boots on the ground when I was just up by the gate. I wanted to move back away so that y'all could get a better sense of this Olympic-styled field. It's something to see. It's something to see, particularly the jumbotrons. They've got a jumbotron on either side of the stadium. They give you such a clear picture of the athletes down on the field, you just wouldn't believe it. Y'all, if you are in driving distance, I firmly suggest that you pack up your waters, pack yourself a lunch, pack the kiddos in the car, and come see some good NCAA track and field, outdoor track and field events. This weekend, this week. Wednesday through Saturday this week. At Hayward Field on the campus of the University of Oregon, Eugene, Oregon. Yeah, I'm doing the best I can because it's almost a 2-hour drive for me to come down. So I'm down here today. So I'm giving you a preview. They're setting up the field. Athletes are practicing on the field. Athletes are getting their bodies accustomed, their lungs accustomed to the change in elevation. And y'all, the outside temperature from my car's reading is showing 99 degrees Fahrenheit today outside. The good thing about the Pacific Northwest, no humidity. So my goodness, what a beautiful time of year, because there's a forecast for no rain, which is absolutely unbelievable for Oregon at this time of the year. Usually it's June 15th and after. So that these athletes will have this beautiful weather, this beautiful facility to be at the top of their game. Drop in the comments. Tell me what your favorite events are for track and field. I like the relays. And I also like the 100-meter, the sprints, for lack of a better word. By this time of day on Wednesday, those stadium chairs will be filled. And I will tell you, they do have ticket prices at all different price points. Yeah. So even if you can't make it out to the finals on Saturday, get out here on Wednesday or on Thursday. Take a half a day. It's amazing. It's really something to see, because In a lot of cases, you're going to see these athletes again in the Olympics. Many of these athletes. Don't forget to hit that like button. Y'all, thank y'all for dropping in. The relays. Oh, yes, I love the relays. Thank you, Coffee and No Cream. Coffee, no cream. You like your coffee black? It's healthier that way for sure. KendyK likes cream in her coffee. And I also like hot coffee, like right now. I drink hot coffee all year round. I don't really care for cold coffee drinks. Okay, Sean Merritt is your local hero. Okay, no cream but sugar. Yep. Well, can I tell you, coffee no cream? I like cream and sugar. I like coffee because it's hot and it's sweet. Because I make it sweet. And that's why right now I'm only drinking a cup of coffee a week. Trying to, at least. Those are my goals. And I make it most weeks. This is KendyK coming to you live from Hayward Field, site of the Division I NCAA Track and Field Championships. No cream and no sugar. Okay, Rooted. Rooted said his granny used to take her coffee like that. I know that's right. Y'all, thank y'all for dropping in with me. I appreciate y'all hitting that like button. Thank y'all for joining me. Yeah, you're a real coffee drinker if you can take that stuff straight with no black, with no cream or sugar. So I did take a look at the schedule, and the semifinal rounds begin on Wednesday here in Eugene, Oregon, and then they continue on to the finals on Saturday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But Hayward Field sits in the middle of the campus of the University of Oregon. Go Ducks. Hi, Princess. Looks like people are already arriving to check out the sites. The Museum of Natural History is also on the campus of the University of Oregon. I've been in there as well. I tell you what, Phil and Penny Knight also are the branded name on the basketball arena. It's also a Stellar arena. Their arena looks better than some NBA arenas that I've seen. Yeah. Hope my fan or my air conditioning is not too loud in the car. But y'all, it's hot out there. Athletes are taking pictures as well. For some, this is their first time in the state of Oregon. This is how you know if you're not from Oregon. If you say, I'm going to the track and field championships in Oregon. They say Oregon. That's how you know they're not from Oregon. Little princess, we just said hello. That's all we said, dear. Hello, little princess. Hello, hello, hello. Here's some athletes there. They look like they're long distance runners. I suspect that because of their very, very, very lean bodies. If they come this way, I'm going to ask them where they're from. Do an interview if they'll oblige me. They are super excited. I know that's right. To get to run on that field. A field where the World Games were held here in summer 2022. Summer 2022, the World Games were held here. This is KendyK all day. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you. I'm on the road to 750 subscribers. So you know what I need, friends. I need you to go ahead and hit that like button. I need you to become a subscriber. Who am I excited about seeing? I don't follow track and field that closely, but I just like to see track and field because, wow. Because I know that one day I'm going to see some of these young people on the world stage as Olympic athletes for the United States. So, Princess, I'm not sure. I'm not following the conversation like that, Princess. There's a big glare on the phone because it's so bright outside. So, but we don't do any foolishness over here, Princess. So you don't have to worry about that, dear. This is a safe space. Everybody's welcome, as long as everybody's respected. So I am planning on driving back to Portland tonight. So I wanted to at least come and give you all a preview. I don't know though. It's 100 degrees out here, y'all. I really don't feel like being in the car driving in 100-degree heat, to be quite honest with you. There are two athletes, y'all. They were fanning out, taking pictures of themselves so they could send it to their mama. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Yes, these young people are going to do great things in life. Oh, they're running. I won't bother them. They're going on a run. Trying to get their stamina up in these 99-degree temperatures. It's probably the coolest 99 degrees that they've ever felt because there's little humidity. Because you always have that cool breeze coming off the Pacific Ocean. That's why they call it the Pacific Northwest, friends. Ooh, he's got a cute little dune buggy thing tootling down the road. Ooh, I wish I had that. I wish I had a golf cart. This campus is huge. Great exercise. I think I've heard of LaShawn Merritt. Do you know what? He was a world champion long distance runner, sprinter. I think that is Clemson, y'all. Isn't that Clemson in the orange and purple? Their athletes are running, getting acclimated. Is that Memphis? Where they from? Athletes all over the world will converge here from Wednesday through Saturday for the NCAA Division I World Track and Field Championships. Clemson is orange and purple. Thank you. Well, Clemson is checked in. I see Clemson. Look at the young people. They're just being young people out there taking pictures to post on the gram. Look at them. So the lower bowl, what you're looking at now, the green, the darker green, and the lighter green, those are all individual chairs on the legendary Hayward field. Everything that you see above ground, they have about that much space underground as part of this track and field. All the locker rooms, all the facilities, including a barbershop, are housed underground at Hayward Field. Another fun fact, many of the buildings on the campus of the University of Oregon bear the name Knight, after Phil and Penny Knight of Nike. Eugene, Oregon is known as Tracktown, USA. Yeah, the Hampton Roads area, Johnny. Yeah. Oh, there goes Arkansas. Arkansas Razorbacks checking in. Athletes running, trying to get acclimated to the increase in elevation and the 99 degrees ambient temperature. 99 degrees Fahrenheit outside. But it should be fairly easy to acclimate. But y'all, I was just outside. I'm in the car now. It is hot out there. It almost takes your breath. It's hot. Y'all stay hydrated wherever you are. So it's kind of a very festive atmosphere outside because they are piping music through the speakers at the stadium. So the whole lower bowl is filled, looks like, with coaches, with like teams trying to get the lay of the land so they know where they're going for events. I've been at this stadium probably 4 or 5 times. I know I was here for the World Games, and I've come down for a couple of track meets. There's a track meet that comes after this. It begins with a P. Does anybody know the name of the track meet that comes after the NCAA? Championships? Oh, campus police was at the stop sign, y'all, but they went on. Yeah, I had to return to the vehicle and get mine. I bought this from $1 from Taco Bell. Y'all, I bought this. Oh, I can't even show you. Anyway, I bought one of these, what they call a freeze from Taco Bell. I bought it because it was happy hour, and the freezes and their fountain drinks are $1. I just wasted some calories. This thing is, and it's supposed to be dragon fruit. So it put me in the mind of the good pineapple dragon fruit drink at Chick-fil-A. It is terrible. But KendyK has been in these streets working, so I had to grab myself something to drink and to eat. And I should have just opted for the water, because this little dollar drink, terrible. Absolutely horrible. But it was frozen, so. Yeah, this drink, it's all syrup now. It's all syrup now, and it was terrible frozen though too. No flavor. Yeah. That's why if I eat in the road, y'all already know 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna be eating Chick-fil-A. Hey, TT, Johnny Lewis in the building. Coffee no cream. Thank y'all. Welcome in. Welcome in. Coffee no cream. Rooted in essential oils has checked in with us. Johnny Lewis, Little Princess, checked in. Thank y'all for joining me. Don't forget to hit that like button. This is KendyK all day. Just giving y'all a preview. Bringing you with me to Oregon. To Eugene, Oregon, in fact. Home of the NCAA Division I World Track and Field Championships. This is Hayward Field, y'all, in all its glory. And right across from Hayward Field is the University of Oregon Law School. Behind me are 2 of the dorms, and athletes are staying in these dorms and just about every hotel in the city, which is why I'm driving back to Portland tonight. Thank you, Rooted. Hayward Field is a special place, y'all. This stadium, Hayward Field, is, well, that's why Eugene, Oregon is known as Tracktown, USA. It's because it's a great place to condition for track and field because there is no humidity. Which is why it was selected as the site for the World Games in the summer of 2022. Which is why these D1 NCAA track and field championships will be held here at Hayward Field until 2028. Every year, same time, same place, Hayward Field, 2028. The world is watching. So I at least wanted to come and give you all a preview. Let y'all see some sights in Eugene, Oregon. And just down the street, half a block away, is the Museum of Natural History, also on the campus of the University of Oregon. Go Ducks. How people are riding bikes in this, I would never know, but they are. I'll give it to you. UO, they call it UO for short, University of Oregon. They do have a great looking campus. For real, for real. Let me give y'all another little vantage point. That's the dorm. And you know that it's a dorm because you see all the O's in the window. If you look real carefully, you can see little O's in the window to distinguish campus housing. This is a huge campus. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me, University of Oregon is the largest university in the state of Oregon. $270 million. Okay. Well, I don't know if you were locked in yet on this live Coffee No Cream, but I just showed you the names of the largest benefactors to Hayward Field are in wood at one of the entrances to this great Hayward Field. Private donations, $270 million. Thank you for that fun fact, Coffee No Cream. I appreciate you. Coffee No Cream, I'm going to have to buy you a coffee. Thank you for sharing fun facts. I certainly looked up a few fun facts. I do know that if you are within driving distance, make your way. Y'all make your way to support these athletes from all over the country have converged on Eugene, Oregon to participate in the 2025 Division I NCAA Track and Field Championships. Ooh, something wrong with y'all car. Go Ducks. Yeah, I don't mind putting my sun hat on. But see, when you get to be a woman of a particular age, you don't go many places without your sun hat. I got my sun hat, but I don't even have my sunglasses. So if you are planning to come to the people have their window down. If you are planning on coming to the track and field championships, this is our outdoor track and field championships this week, starting on Wednesday through Saturday. They are recommending you park at the at Autzen Stadium. Autzen Stadium is another world class facility, about a half a mile away from the main campus, maybe a mile away from the main campus. Park there, and then they're bringing you over on a shuttle bus for free. Now, with these temperatures, 99 degrees, a lot of people in Oregon, y'all, do not have air conditioning in their home because I don't know how it's even possible anymore because of global warming. But many moons ago, before global warming, it would be so cool, even in the summertime, that you could just open your windows on either side of your home and catch that cross breeze. But y'all, that's kind of gone far by the wayside now. But when you're looking for housing, and I know this because I moved here 5 years ago, I moved to the Pacific Northwest from Tennessee 5 years ago. And you really have to be very specific about, is there central air and heat in the house? Central air. Because people might have a little room air conditioner. They may have, like the units that you would see in a motel. That is kind of what a lot of people have in their homes. In their homes that they own for air conditioning. Because there's no humidity. There's less humidity. But y'all, it's 99 degrees. You need some air today. I just stopped at the bank, and the teller at the bank, the drive-up teller, she was like, "Do you have air in your car?" And I was like, "Girl, don't you?" I felt sorry for her. There's no way I would be out here with no air in the car. No way. Yeah, there wood is. You see a lot of things in wood here. Because they like things natural. Is that not the biggest evergreen tree you've seen? No, because the one next to it is even larger. Oh, wow. Small world. Coffee, no cream. Okay, y'all. Look at the young people enjoying themselves. For a lot of young people, these are their first trips across the country. Before I moved to the Pacific Northwest, I had never been to. I'd been to California as a tourist, but I had never been to the states of Washington State and Oregon. So This is kind of a big deal. Everybody needs first experiences. So everybody's taking pictures to share on their social media, making memories. So there were athletes on my plane from Mississippi State. I just came back to the West Coast to work in person for a little bit. And the weather is gorgeous. Thank you, weather people. Thank you, Lord, for beautiful weather. Trying to see if I can. I broke my mount, y'all. I broke the phone mount. Might go see what they have as an alternative at Walmart or somewhere. I don't know what happened to the picture, y'all. Oh, okay. I hit the button. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. I'm going to see if I can set this up on the dash for the, even with the broke phone mount. Let's see what I can do. Yeah, I don't think I've had this phone mount 3 months. That's KendyK for you. KendyK be messing stuff up all the time. Okay, I don't think I need that. Let's see what I can do here. Well, one thing about it, if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to me. This is KendyK all day. Bringing you a preview of the NCAA Division I World Track and Field Championships. NCAA Division I Track and Field Championships. Outdoor Track and Field Championships. Starting on Wednesday this week. Wednesday through Saturday. I have a broken phone mount, so I'm trying to maneuver something up. It's not working very well because I broke it. Let me see what I can leverage. Come on, ingenuity. Come on, ingenuity. Thank y'all for joining me. This is KendyK all day. Thank you for the likes. Don't forget to like the stream. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to your girl. Appreciate those who took the plunge today and decided to become a subscriber to KendyK all day. I'm trying to do too much. I had a pretty good picture, and I said, no, I can make it a little bit better with the broken phone mount. Y'all, I was outside, and it was hot. I had to come on inside. I'm a woman of particular age. I don't want to mess around and become a victim of heat exhaustion and dehydration. It is hot out here. My car temperature is showing that the outside temperature is 100 degrees. I'm sorry, 99 degrees Fahrenheit. Close enough, right? It's too close for my comfort. Wait a minute, I ain't trying to time anybody out. There we go. You're seeing the upper deck of seating at Hayward Field. Y'all, welcome in. Welcome to the live. Meanwhile, I'm over here getting me some water. You know it's hot when even your stay cold water bottle the water has gotten hot. Lots of parents are on campus moving their children out of their dorms for the summer. And many of these athletes will be staying in these same dorms, along with most of the other hotels. And they're different price levels. So if you can't find a room, now you know why. Because the Division I NCAA Track and Field Championships are happening this week, Wednesday through Saturday, in Eugene, Oregon, otherwise known as Tracktown, USA. So yeah, right behind where I am situated is active loading and unloading, well, loading of parents taking their kids back home for the summer, moving them out of their dorms for the summer. Y'all, it is hot out here. There's a very thin line. Stay hydrated, y'all, because I can tell that I have not had enough water today. Stay hydrated. Probably should plug in the phone and get us some juice so that we can venture back outside. Giving you a preview of the world. I keep saying the World Track and Field, but the World Games were held here in the summer of 2022. This is Hayward Field on the campus of the University of Oregon, Eugene, Oregon. Tracktown, USA. I hate to fool with this phone since we have a pretty decent view. Welcome in, friends. Don't forget to hit the like button. And there's the Georgia Bulldogs, members of their track team. Thank you, Coffee No Cream. I appreciate you. This is KendyK all day. Appreciate you. I owe you a coffee. I hope you have. I'm gonna check your channel, see if you have a. I hope you have that little coffee thing where folks can buy you a coffee. Take good care. Y'all welcome in. Thank you for hitting the like button on your way in. This is KendyK all day. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to your girl. I'm at the world famous Hayward Field on the campus of Eugene, Oregon, on the campus of the University of Oregon in Eugene. Okay, little princess. Welcome, friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I tell you what, I ate a chicken quesadilla from Taco Bell, and I will never, ever do that again today. I did that just about an hour ago. Before coming to check in with y'all on the live. This is a live broadcast. Live in Eugene, Oregon at Hayward Field on the campus of the University of Oregon. Tracktown, USA. Division I track and field athletes from all over the country will converge here beginning Wednesday for the Track and Field 2025 Track and Field Championships. There you have it, friends. That is Hayward Field. We're on the campus of the University of Oregon. And that's right. I am live in Eugene, Oregon for the 2025 NCAA Division I Track and Field Championships. It's going down this week at Tracktown, USA. Hayward Field. The best and the brightest athletes in track and field will be giving it their best shots. I'd love to get out here and support the young people in NCAA athletics, number one, because of this beautiful stadium, Hayward Field. And number two, because I have not yet made it to the Olympics yet. So these are the very folks that you're going to see in a few years at the next Olympic Summer Games. Hey there, silly art. Hi there, friend. Welcome in. Thank you for hitting the like button on the way in. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Giving y'all a preview of the 2025 NCAA Track and Field Championships. Taking place right here at Hayward Field on the campus of the University of Oregon, otherwise known as Tracktown, USA. Welcome, friend. Welcome. So this is the Hayward Field is located in the middle of campus, and so literally right behind me it is wall-to-wall traffic with parents picking up their children, taking them home from the summer. They're leaving out of the dorms, checking out of their dorm rooms for the summer. Temperatures in Eugene right now today, my car is saying outside temp of 99 degrees Fahrenheit. It's hot. Any way you slice that, it's hot. Certainly don't have the humidity that you see in the south, in the southern states in the U.S., but it is still hot. Y'all be careful out there. Stay hydrated, please. These buses are full of athletes. Seeing buses every about 10 minutes or so. And they're all full of athletes coming to Hayward Field. The athletes are here a few days early for preliminary heats. Whatever they have before, so what, the quarterfinals? Before the semifinals and the finals? And it is the semifinals that are open and the finals that are open to the public. I didn't see any ticketing for quarterfinals, so I think at this moment what the athletes are doing is they've arrived a few days early here to acclimate themselves to the altitude in Oregon and acclimate their lungs, find their bearings. This is a huge campus. Get their bearings, I should say. Silly Art, welcome in. You're welcome. Here, Little Princess, you're welcome. It would be great if I can drive like this. I don't know though. I broke my phone mount, so it's be great to see. You're looking at the upper deck of seats. They're all empty right now, but they won't be on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of this week. Y'all welcome in. This is KendyK live from Hayward Field in Eugene, Oregon. Tracktown, USA. Friends. Yeah, my eyes are just watering because of my allergies. This guy behind me. She's got her binoculars on. Reminding me to put my seatbelt on. Ticket office. Might go in and get some ticket prices for us. welcome in. Don't forget to hit that like button. We are blocks away from the University of Oregon campus, home of Hayward Field.